On today's Daily Strike, the Lightning have one more practice before they resume games, and they recall a forward from Syracuse. This is the latest news and notes on the Tampa Bay Lightning for Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick. The Lightning will have their final practice this morning before they resume games after the 2-week break for the Four Nations face-off. The Lightning had won 4 straight and pointed in 6 straight games prior to it. Zemgus Girgensons on needing to play the same way they did before that Four Nations face-off.
We kind of put an internal pressure on ourselves there for that last stretch before the break, and I think it's the same approach here. We get 3 home games coming up, and it starts with the first one, but I think if we could crank out those first 3 as wins, that would be huge,
Nick Paul on what will help them keep the momentum from winning those 4 straight.
Going straight back into hard practices. You can't take these practices for granted because, you have soft practices, it leads to the ice, and you kind of get in that lackadaisical kind of mentality. So I think we do a good job. We had a good sweat today, working hard, competing, and you just keep ramping it up until you're at that game level and you're ready to fire again.
Assistant coach Jeff Blashill on how a tough January has prepared them for the stretch run.
So to get a break, I think mentally is a big part of it, and it kind of mentally prepares you because once we get back at it, it's going to be a lot of games in a tight period of time again. But you've kind of now, you've got through the dog days of winter, and you're excited about kind of the end of the year run. So I think the rest helps both. Physically, we obviously had some guys that were banged up. We're able to get JJ back. So that part helps, but also just mentally, kind of having a reset and everybody being excited. It almost feels, when we started skating yesterday, it almost felt like the first day of training camp a little bit. You're excited to be back at it.
The Lightning recalled forward Jesse Ylonen from the Syracuse Crunch. Ylonen has played in 47 games with Syracuse this season, scoring 8 goals and 25 points with a +5 rating. Ylonen has played in 111 career NHL games, all with the Montreal Canadiens. In those games, he scored 12 goals and had 29 points. The Four Nations face-off was a big success. The final Thursday night between the U.S. and Canada drew 9.3 million viewers in the United States. That's more than any NHL game on record dating back to 1994. The Lightning have a practice this morning at 11 a.m. at the TGH Iceplex in Brandon. Then they'll host the Seattle Kraken on Sunday evening. Puck drop scheduled for 6 p.m. Eastern. Our radio pregame coverage gets underway at 5:30 on 102.5 The Bone and the Lightning mobile app. You can watch the game on the FanDuel Sports Network. If you're coming to the game, Dave Mishkin will be having a book signing on Ford Thunder Alley starting at 3:30. You can bring your copy of Blind Squirrel for him to sign, or you can purchase one there. Matt Tompkins and the Syracuse Crunch shut out the Toronto Marlies 5-0.
Fortier gets it down low for Sherry. Up the left wall, has some space. Back to the line. Nylander defense. Nice pass. Carlisle feeds Crozier. He shoots and scores! What a setup, and 1 minute in, Max Crozier goes past the blocker of Dennis Hildeby and gives the Crunch a 1-0 lead.
That was the first of 2 Max Crozier goals. Max Groshev had a goal and an assist, while Logan Brown, Connor Sherry, and Declan Carlisle all had 2 assists each. Tompkins turned aside all 38 shots he faced in net. The Crunch will host the Laval Rocket tonight. Happy birthday to former Lightning defenseman Joe Ricci, who played 115 games from 1992 to 1994. He scored 3 goals and added 22 assists. And a happy birthday to Aaron Gavey, who played 89 games from 1995 to 1997, scoring 9 goals and 6 assists. A brand new Bolts Beginnings presented by Brandt is out as we take you to Minnesota to see where it all started for Lightning defenseman Ryan McDonough. You can watch this episode on the Lightning's YouTube channel now. Thank you for listening to the Daily Strike for Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. I'm Steve Versnick, where every day is Hockey Day.